afternoon, members of the House, Madam Speaker. Now, I come up with today. We believe that you as an individual, the most important thing you possess on this earth is your voting right. And we believe today that not only we value women to handle this responsibility well, but we also believe that they deserve this responsibility. Now, before I continue, I would like to ask the question that Gloria asked each woman: is she worth it? And today, we as the closing government is going to say yes, and we're going to tell you why is she worth it. Now, before I start there, I would like to start with my independent rebuttal. Now, what closing op brought us today was they told us the first thing, okay, let me tell you what op brought us today. First, they said that men will feel devalued and will feel inferior. And because of that, now they will start beating their women because of our policy that we are bringing in. So there's been this whole slippery scale, and I don't know where it's going to end. We feel that if it is the case that a man would beat his woman to go vote, then we are actually breaching the gap with this policy that we are giving you today. We are actually giving this power. What is democracy? Democracy is the power of this individual. We are giving the power to the woman now to say that I've got the cards now. If you're going to beat me, I'm going to beat your ass because you're not going to go vote. So that is the thing. We believe that in this policy of ours, we are giving actually the woman this right. We are not devaluing the man. His vote is not counting less, but we need to realize that he can't do this alone. And what is a democracy? You can't do it alone. It's not a dictatorship. We need to work together, and we believe that this starts in the household. Now, we're also saying, I'll be with you now, some women don't want to vote. That's one of the main problems, and what happens then? Now the man can't vote. We are saying that this is not the problem. We are saying that your vote counts just as much when you're a man. And a woman, if she doesn't want to vote, then if she just goes spoils her ballot, she won't do that. Because a man won't be beating her in the first place to go get her to vote. He will encourage her. Now, if I can get to our positive manner we are to do today before I summarize further, I would like to say that the problem has been identified by opening up today, and it has been clashed a bit at the top. But we, as closing government, bring the solution today, and we also bring the answer to the question: why women? Why are we debating this motion? Now, let me describe to you the nature of a woman. A woman knows about sacrifice. She knows about responsibility. She knows about commitment. She's the one who stays at home. And from a tender age, she raises her own kids. She knows that even if it's in the rural parts of South Africa, if it's hard, I would go without supper this evening so that my kids can eat. From a very young age, these women carry this responsibility, and they carry it for 20 years. Now, we believe that these women are responsible for the functioning of the household. And we want in this, our policy, not only them to be in charge of the functioning of the household, but we also want to give them a say and make sure that our country is functioning properly. And we believe that would happen so much better if we give them this opportunity that we have in our policy. Before I continue, I'd like to...
By telling the man just have to go and lob his women with him, isn't that intrinsically still promoting patriarchy, because the man's still being forced to make the decisions to lob his wife with him?
No, we believe on our policy, what will happen now? Now the woman has the cards, like I stated previously. So what will happen? Not only will the man encourage the woman to go vote, but the political party as well. If he wants to stay in power, he needs to start looking after the needs of the women in his country. So along with the man and the political party, they will work together to get our women who are in charge of functioning of our households functioning properly. They will take her with, and they will also make her active in this part of the country. Our women aren't apathetic. They are the definition of love and nurturing and caring, and we want this more in our country. Now, John Mark talked about this, and he talked about accountability. How we will also now have the political parties being accountable for each other, and how this women and man partnership that we bring to you today, how this will be success at the end of the day, because we have greater equality now by promoting our policy. The political parties also have been forced now to cater for women so much more. Especially in Western society where women are viewed as a commodity, now that is taken away. We are valuing these women now. We are saying that we respect you for the fact that you know about sacrifice and you know about commitment. And we want that so much more part of our country. And we are giving you the opportunity to do that. And we are almost forcing them to do that by encouraging some of them so much to want to participate in the bigger picture. Also, like we said, that the political parties now, for them to stay in power, they have to advocate for these women's rights now. They have to focus on them, and they have to make a total mind shift to look after everybody in our country now and value their rights equally. Accept my last one.
Do you not think that your policy would create reverse apathy, where the woman would say that she makes the choices in the house, and then, yes?
No, we don't think that for one moment. It isn't like this currently, and we don't believe under our policy this will suddenly start to happen. Why would that happen? Women want to partake in this country, they want to vote. But even if it is like in rural country, in parts of South Africa, where women are happy with their men representing their vote, we want them to come along and cast their vote alongside with their husbands. So if I can continue, what we heard today in our debate is we heard about value and we heard about them being devalued. And we believe that under our policy, this will happen, that we are not devaluing the men in this campaign of ours, but we are just giving the women the value that they actually need. We are putting them alongside with the men, even though it is like they told us what's being done already with CEOs and everything. We feel that is good, but that's not enough. We need to do more. We need to still be that a woman and a man can stand alongside each other and they can cast their vote together. And we feel that this is important. We feel that this needs to be the backbone that our country is built on, and we believe that is the backbone of democracy. And we want for these women to actively participate. We need to start at a point, and this is where we're going to start with this policy we are advocating for. So, they also talked about the importance of democracy, where they said it is the all or nothing. That is democracy, and where they say each man for himself. But like I said before, we believe that democracy is giving is power at the end of the day. And we believe that this power goes to the individual. And more so, we want this power to go to the woman. We want this woman to have the same value in all spheres of our country, not only in CEOs or in the job, or when it comes to your paycheck at the end of the month. We want it, when it comes to casting a vote, that these women are valued so much more. Not valued more, but they're valued at the same length. And we want our men, we want our political parties to advocate for their rights. We want them to value them. Because the women in our country are the ones being raped, the other one being discriminated against. So we want to eradicate this problem under our policy. Thank you very much.